Homesteading does not always have to involve raising your own animals, having the large garden and the 180 acres. We're just starting out on our 2-acre homestead, and today we're just going to show you how to save money at the grocery store. So here we have a full-length pork loin. We bought it at Costco today. It cost us $24, and that's Maple Leaf money. So this whole loin, I'm going to cut into portions of pork chops. And in the long run, it's going to be cheaper than buying pork chops already pre-packaged and pre-cut. Today, we're going to cut them up, vacuum seal them, and throw them in the freezer. I should get a good 5 or 6 meals out of this chop for $24. So we'll see how many we have at the end of the video. Okay, I got it out of the package. It is a little long for my cutting board, so I'm just going to start by cutting it in half. You can take this fat off. I usually just leave it on because it is a lot of work. I don't have a proper boning knife to take this off anyway, so I'm just going to leave it on, and when it's time to eat them, I just eat around it. I'm going to aim for about a 1/2 inch per pork chop. And it always helps when you have a properly sharpened knife. This one is not, so I'm going to switch it out for a better one. Now I'm just slapping them down on the counter, but I did wash the counter beforehand, and I will sanitize everything after. But if you want, you can throw them on a plate, in a bowl. It don't matter. Whatever you do, you. But like I said, stick with a sharp knife. A sharp knife is actually safer than a dull knife. There's one thing I learned in culinary school. With dull knives, you tend to force more. It could cause slippages, and then you're cutting yourself, stabbing yourself. You don't want that. Nice sharp knife should cut through the meat like butter. I'm going to pinch it on each side here to get this last cut. You can also turn it on its side if you like, if you're comfortable with that. Almost like butterflying a chicken breast. I'm just going to cut these little end pieces of fat off. They're just kind of loosely hanging there. Oh no! On to piece number 2. All right, so we got all our chops cut. I'm going to throw them in a bowl for now because we are about to have dinner. So I'm going to wrap them up and throw them in the fridge. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and then 24, 26. Some of these little end pieces are a little bit smaller, so we're going to count those as 1. So it's 26, 28, and then 29. We have an odd number, but I think I'm going to cook all these little ones for dinner anyway. So that'll be 26. And the math ain't math in here, but my plan is to package these into packs of 4. I usually eat 2. My wife eats 1.5, and our son, he's just a little one. He'll eat about a half of one. Here we have our 6 portions of pork chops. Well, 6.5, one individual portion, and 6 portions that'll feed myself, my wife, and my son. Like I said, this will last us about 4 or 5 months. We have pork chops every 2 to 3 weeks. That was 7.5 portions, and we paid $24 for the pork loin chop. Each meal cost us $3.20, which is pretty good. And yes, I know you can buy pork chops by the package, sometimes on sale for $3, $4, but I've seen them and they're like a 1/4 inch thick. These are full, 1/2 inch thick pork chops. Better in the grocery store, but not as good as farm fresh pork, which we did place an order. We will be having our farm fresh pork in October, I believe, and we're looking forward to that. But for now, Costco it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.